Have you ever heard that saying, the devil is in the details?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, in tech, sometimes that devil is like a single blank space.
Right.
A
Yeah.
tiny typo that can just bring an entire system down.
Totally.
And today, we are diving deep into a case where a client's MySQL server was on the brink of disaster,
Yeah.
all because of like one of these little sneaky blank spaces.
Wow.
So their MySQL server was rapidly running out of disk space.
Okay.
We're not just talking about any storage here.
Right.
This was the partition that was specifically dedicated to binlogs. Basically, these binlogs are a detailed logbook, right?
Yeah.
And they record every single change that's been made to the database.
That's super important. But bin logs are critical.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like an insurance policy for your database.
Right.
Essential for data recovery,
Yeah.
replication,
Yeah.
auditing.
Yeah.
I mean, without them, you could lose the ability to restore your database to a specific point in time.
So you can imagine the panic, right?
Oh, yeah.
When the client realized they were running out of space for this,
Yeah.
the obvious solution, it seemed to be purging those old bin logs.
Just free up some space.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
But when they tried to do that, they hit a wall.
Oh, no. What happened?
They got an error message.
Oh.
It said, error 1373 HY000 target log not found in binlog.index.
Oh, that's no good.
But here's the thing. The bin logs were physically there on the disk.
Oh, really?
So why couldn't MySQL see them?
So it's like having a book on your shelf, but the library catalog claims it's missing.
Right, exactly.
So the first step was to run the show binary logs command,
Okay,
this command should list all the available bin logs.
right.
But guess what?
Why-
It came back empty.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you're telling me MySQL couldn't even see the bin logs?
Exactly.
It's a major headache.
It is, and it suggests that the issue wasn't with the bin log files themselves,
Okay.
but with how MySQL was indexing them. Think of it like the index at the back of a book.
Right,
If that index is corrupted, you can't find the information you need,
right.
even if it's physically present in the book.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm starting to get the picture.
Yeah.
So where do you even begin to fix something like that?
Well, so they took a closer look at the binlog.index file.
Okay.
It was basically like a directory that MySQL uses
Okay.
to keep track of all the bin logs.
Right.
And there it was.
Uh-huh.
The culprit,
There.
a single blank space.
A single blank space.
Yeah,
A subject.
seriously, right at the beginning of the file.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. As unbelievable as it sounds.
Wow.
That one tiny little blank space was essentially like, like a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah.
A tiny anomaly that threw off the entire indexing system.
Wow. So how did they fix it? They just deleted the space.
Precisely.
Huh.
They removed the blank space from the binlog.index file,
Okay.
flushed the MySQL logs to kind of like refresh everything.
Yeah.
And just like that, the bin logs reappeared.
Wow.
Back in action, ready to be purged.
So they could finally free up that space.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's just a reminder that even the smallest things, right, can have just huge repercussions in tech.
Absolutely.
And it highlights a critical point. I mean, your entire database recovery hinges on these seemingly insignificant index files.
Totally. They are a single point of failure.
It's crazy.
And a single character out of place can bring the whole system down.
That's a little scary. What can our listeners do to prevent something like this from happening to them?
Well, for one, regular backups are essential.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
If something does go wrong, you have that safety net.
Right.
Second, you got to pay close attention to those error messages.
Yeah, they can be confusing.
They might seem cryptic,
Yeah,
but they often hold valuable clues.
good point.
And finally, never underestimate the importance of like those seemingly small details.
Yeah.
I mean, that extra space or a missing semicolon.
Yeah,
It might seem trivial,
right.
but it could be the difference between a smooth operation and a major headache.
It's true. So everyone listening, think about your systems.
Yeah,
What seemingly insignificant details could be hiding potential disasters?
that's a good question.
It's time to start looking closely. We'd love to hear about your experiences with tiny bugs that cause big problems. Until next time, happy troubleshooting.